Welcome to Bastard Quest, your game bastard Kyle.
I'm Todd.
I'm Conan.
I'm Austin.
Cornan?
Corey.
Tonight we have a very special episode. Tonight's episode, we are doing a partnership with the Fluff N Crunch podcast, which is a podcast that delves into the mechanics, the crunch, and the story, the fluff of 2D20 game systems that we've played a lot on this show. We've played Conan, Octo Cthulhu, and Dune, and we will probably play Star Trek at some point.
Yep.
Yes,
So,
please.
Modifius games, specifically.
Yeah, specifically Modifius games.
2D20 systems.
They've all been fun.
So what Fluff N Crunch is a very fun podcast. If you're into 2D20 system games, you should definitely listen. If you're just into RPGs, they probably have some advice that would be useful to you.
Yeah, I listened to it, and I think for our listeners who have messaged us that run their own games, I think they will find a lot to really enjoy in this podcast.
Yeah, if you're running a 2D20 system, it's particularly useful. So what we've done is I contacted the guys over at Fluff N Crunch, said, let's do something. And they said, who are you? And I said, it's okay, I'm cool. No. They wrote a Conan adventure that we're going to run, and then we'll break down what happened on their show later. Hopefully how these guys all died. So the guys have come up with mostly new characters. Corey has kind of the same theme.
Yeah, from the pre... Well, we played Conan before.
Pit of Cthulhu.
But those were all pre-generated characters and all that jazz. But I think Todd's character died.
Yes.
Thank God.
And Austin's character was terrible just because...
Just because I picked it.
I kind of kept the same kind of character in spirit, but I still redid all his stats and everything.
Yeah, it's a barbarian.
And that'll be on the Session 0 this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a fun Session 0.
Yeah.
So Todd, who is your new character, your new BFF?
My new character is Yorgos Dogtooth. He is a Corinthian, also a Grandarian.
Yeah. Oh, so I should mention...
His homeland is Corinthia.
So all the guys made characters that are descended from the old blood of Grandaria, which, according to the internet, is a precursor civilization to the Conan era. I guess like Atlantis or Lemuria or something like that.
Yeah, but this is Grandar.
Grandar.
I start to say, I think Atlantis was one of the options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me tell you about Yorgos Dogtooth. In addition to being very fond of yogurt, he also is, his caste is an outcast. His archetype is witch. He is from Corinthia, as I stated earlier. And all of these characters have a war story. And Yorgos's war story is he defeated a savage beast once, which was a house cat.
And never stopped talking about it.
But it was really angry.
Those of us with cats, that's most of us don't win that battle.
No, not at all.
I like the defeat. He just moved. He just moved houses and just abandoned that with the cat inside.
But I defeated it.
Kyle, since you don't have cats because of your allergies,
I would die.
You don't understand. As much as you will hate them, you cannot abandon them. It's like,
No, you can't.
It's the weirdest shit.
Corey, who are you playing?
Well, in the last adventure I played a barbarian. I'm sticking with that. And it's kind of the same character, but not really.
Sure.
I'll just say I don't want to stereotype, but barbarians are,
How many different barbarians are there?
not a ton.
Yeah.
There's Conan and Kevin Sorbo.
Oh, God. He's the worst
Yeah.
barbarian.
Yeah. So this barbarian, I renamed him. Kellen was ruined by Austin by giving him a terrible nickname last time.
Yeah.
So this guy's name is Skull, and he has a title, Skull Longcut.
If you get the joke, it's good. If you don't, you're just confused.
If you're a fan of cramming that delicious Virginia wintergreen tobacco into your lip,
I'm actually a huge fan, but
he's a Sumerian, same as Conan.
yeah.
Dumb as they come, like a total friggin' idiot, but he will fuck you up.
He exemplifies all the greatest Grandarian traits.
He's incredibly friendly to his friends, but that's about it.
All right.
Austin?
My character started from scratch and rolled randomly for most of these. and turned out pretty fun. So my character's name is Todd. Our characters might be distantly related, actually, because he also has Tooth in his name.
Nice.
Well, I mean, you're all from the blood of Grondar, so yes.
So his name is Helix Tooth Knuckle.
Tooth Knuckle.
Ah, I see.
Helix is an escaped slave. He's a Hyrcanian. Did I saying that right?
I think so. That sounds right. Yeah, they're essentially steppe nomads, I believe, right?
Yeah. And he is a horse archer. He's very gifted riding a horse and wielding a bow.
I thought he was only good at shooting horses.
My character is the main character, and they shoot horses, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you do have a bunch of talents for shooting things while on horseback, right?
Yeah. I have talents for shooting things. I have talents for animal handling. I have talents for animal handling while shooting things.
All right. So that's the three characters. If you want more detail about their builds, then that is on the Patreon, which should be up soon. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun making these guys.
We did.
Always.
Okay, so rule-wise, in case you have not heard us play a 2d20 system, very, very briefly, the way you do anything in this game, say Austin is going to shoot a horse with an arrow. So he would, I believe you have what, a ranged weapon skill, I think is the name.
Within coordination, I've got a skill of ranged weapons. In that skill, I have not only the base attribute of coordination, which is 13, but since I have an elevated skill level for ranged weapons, I also have what's called an expertise and focus, which gives me like a +3. So then my total target number for ranged weapons becomes 16.
Right, so he's going to take, at minimum, 2 20-sided dice, roll those, and he's trying to roll under a 16. If either one of them rolls a 16, any roll under a 16 is called a success. And so typically to be successful on a test overall, you'll need 1 or 2 successes. If it's really difficult, you might need as many as 5. Well, okay, how could he get 5? He has a focus of 3, so anything he rolls 3 or lower counts as double. So if he let's say it's a test with a difficulty 3, he rolls 2d20, one rolls a 15, the other rolls a 2. That's his 3 successes. He did it. There's also momentum, which is a mechanic, a meta-currency mechanic in the game. The players share momentum points, and I have doom points, which lets me do terrible things to them. But also could say, well, I need an extra d20, so I'm going to grab a momentum and spend that. Now I'm rolling 3d20. He also might have talents related to whatever he's doing that give him extra dice or let him do rerolls or different things. Talents basically just change the core mechanics to the player's benefit. But that core mechanic is rolling 2d20, trying to roll low, lower the better. But that's basically it. Challenge dice. If you do damage with a weapon, you roll challenge dice. Those are d6s. If you roll a 1 or a 2, that's 1 or 2 points of damage, which I think is stress or harm. If you roll a 5 or a 6, that's also 1 point of damage, but there's also an effect, like Corey's battle axe might have some effect, like, I don't know.
Hurtful.
If you roll a 3 or 4 on the challenge dice, nothing happens. Those are just null and ignored. And I think those are the main rules. That's essentially the core element of the game. Everything else is just modifications.
Yeah, and we all have skills that can change outcomes of everything.
So I'm going to get some Doom here. Let's see. We'll do 2 per player. And you guys start with no momentum.
Okay.
No, I don't think you start with any, actually. The book might say different, but I'm not going to look. So this adventure is called The Judas Priest.
Awesome.
They said this is called an 80s metal-inspired Conan story.
Beautiful.
I like it.
So I'm assuming Todd is going to have a lot to enjoy here.
I hope so, yeah.
Yes, thank you again to the Fluff N Crunch podcast guys for doing this. It's very awesome.
It's very awesome and very timely because Judas Priest were just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And congrats to Judas Priest. If you go, if you guys want to do a collab, we're down.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. Judas Priest. Yeah, we'll let their people know.
Yeah.
Scene 1: Tyrant, capture of humanity, conqueror of all, hideous destructor. Every man shall fall. So the 3 of you for months have been in Brithunia, in this village named Hallas. It is a refuge for people of Grondarian blood. your people were scattered to the winds after Grandar fell, but in recent years there have been efforts to collect the people of Grandar and make yourselves great once again, which means conquering other people, spilling blood, and doing Conan things. So the three of you and a few others have been out scouting the land around, because you're, of course, surrounded by foes, as all good Grandarians are. In this case, surrounded by foes because of your pillaging and raiding.
Of course.
It is not long after dawn. You and your comrades have spent the last fortnight scouting the passes that lead into the broad valley in which the village of Halas, your home, sits along a calm, cold lake. Fall is giving way to winter, and the crisp air is clear as you make your way up a forested slope to the last crest before heading back into the valley. Stepping out of the trees and looking down the long decline to the north, you see the sparkling water of the lake, but are hit with the acrid smell of smoke and the terrible sight of black trails of it climbing into the sky over your village. Fires are still burning, and you can see a mounted war party, wagons in tow, riding off to the west. You are still miles from home and will not get there before those riders escape. So you guys are on horseback, and you can see Halas on fire in the valley far from you. This adventure has a time tracker.
Oh.
So there's a culminating moment at the end that you want to try to stop. And the more time you spend not doing that, the worse it will be.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So we got no time for side quests on this, right? Is that what you're saying?
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is the Fluff and Crunch guys have listened to the podcast and have pinpointed our weakness.
Well
Yes.
done.
Yes.
Well, fellas, let's find a new house, I guess.
It looks like they have destroyed our village of Hellas.
Well, Hellas is still there, largely. There's fire spread around. You can still see some fighting going on.
Well, come on, guys. We got to run the raiders out of the village.
God.
Well, it's no zip.
No.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I assume we would rush back to the village to see if there's anything we can do.
I think that's a good idea.
Cut off something.
So yeah, so you can, if you want to ride your animals, your horses,
Okay.
hell for leather.
Can we name our horses?
Of course.
Okay, good.
My horse's name is Rob.
Is that a Patreon person?
That's a Judas Priest person.
Oh,
My horse's name is Amanda. Thank you, Patreon
Nice.
listener Amanda Powell.
Yay.
My horse, if you listen to the Lord of the Rings, they all had, there was something wrong with all of our horses. My horse has jaundice.
can horses even?
Can you even
Get?
tell?
I don't know.
It's slightly yellowish.
Yeah, you know.
Slightly blonde.
It's colicky.
All right, so you guys can make animal handling rolls to ride quickly to the village. It's only difficulty 1.
All right, so I have a personality of 10, animal handling of +3, so my target number is a 13.
I have a personality of 8 and +3 in animal handling, so my target number is an 11.
Skull has a personality of 7 and an animal handling of 1, so 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all trying to roll under that number.
Yep.
I like the implication here is that if you have a good personality, horses like you.
Yeah, well. Oh, fucking A. I got a 4 and an 8, so 2 successes.
Nice.
I rolled a 10 and a 19, so 1 success.
I rolled a 12 and a 15.
So everybody past Corey, do you want to bank momentum?
Yes, we need some momentum. Thank you, Kyle.
So the slope leading down to the village is scrub, rocks, and grass. You guys charge down this, riding as fast as you can, passing by outlying farms where some of your kinfolk without horses are gathering weapons and heading deeper into the village.
Losers.
But then you start to pass houses that have burned out or are still on fire, your neighbors laying dead, fences torn down, livestock slaughtered. So you can see 3 main groups of raiders as you ride in. There's a group in what passes for the main street, the village in front of the longhouse where the elders meet, and there's definitely more inside the longhouse. There's also another group in the store building where you store canoes and fishing equipment down by the lake. Where are you guys heading? The guys that are west, the raiders there, it will be very difficult to catch them.
Guys, I'm heading for the main street.
How is our house?
It's fine.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure my bassoon's okay.
Do you have a bassoon?
Yes, I can play it wonderfully for you sometime, my friend Yorgos.
I would very much like to hear your rendition of Peter and the Wolf.
I don't know that one.
So you guys are heading for the main street, for the longhouse.
Yes.
Sure.
We're heading for the longhouse.
You charge into the village. There's a group of 5 men dressed in rough leathers and bits of chain armor, piling belongings onto a wagon. They're dead in the streets. You ride onto the street, they turn, and one of them looks at you and says, "This is where initiative starts."
What an odd language they speak.
I am not familiar with this tongue.
Oh, that's a cool line.
Anyway, are you familiar with this language? Time for killings.
Okay, so in combat, in Conan, the players all go first. So what are you guys doing?
Killing.
I assumed.
So Helix is riding straight at these guys, firing arrows from atop his horse.
Cool.
How do I do that?
You roll your ranged weapon attack.
Just ranged weapons?
Yeah.
All right, so I've got coordination of 13 plus 3 in ranged weapons, so my target number is 16.
Ooh.
Roll a 17 and a 15. 1 success.
All right, roll your damage.
Okay, and I was aiming for the one that talked about initiative.
Okay, that's the Berserker.
So my damage from my Shemite bow is 3 effect. Roll 2 4s and a 5.
So the 4s are ignored. The 1 is 1 point of damage. The effect. What effect does your bow have on it? Does it have any?
It has volley and piercing.
So the only one that really applies is piercing, which you've got 1 effect, so that's going to reduce his armor by 1. He has armor 2, so you did 1 damage and 1 piercing. So his soak is still going to eat the 1 damage.
Yeah.
And that's your turn. You don't have any minor actions or anything.
No, we'll just say Helix rides on by as he shakes it off, going, "Damn it."
Corey, Todd.
Yorgos will go next.
Okay.
Yorgos is going to use his personality
All right.
This always works out well.
and his persuade. He is going to try to reason with the raiders and tell them, "Hey guys, check this out. I know you think that raiding villages is the way to success, but have you considered multi-level marketing?"
Well,
I'm sure that will turn out well.
So he's like, you can sell healing bombs and make lots of money. Trust me, I've done it myself. His personality is a 10 and his persuade is a +4. His target number is a 14.
I'll let you inflict mental damage with your multi-level marketing spiel.
we're
Thank
all
you.
feeling it, really.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kyle.
I'm hurting just thinking about it.
I rolled a 16 and a 4. So 1 success.
1 success. So what would be your damage for Steely Glare?
2 damage for Steely Glare. And his archetype under talents is Force of Presence. His skill is Persuade. We've already established that. The effect is mental attack damage is a +1.
All right, so roll 3 damage.
2 3s and a 2.
Oh, that is one thing we didn't mention up front, but there's like physical damage and mental damage in this.
Yes.
Yeah, vigor
Yes.
and resolve.
Yeah.
So one of the bandits lowers his crossbow and says, "I would like to know more about this. This sounds pretty good." The Berserker just screams, pulls out his hair, and says, "I hate Amway!" and charges for you, raging, frothing at the mouth. Corey, it's your turn.
Fair enough.
Okay, Skull is not going to think about this. He's charging forward on Amanda and to the one closest to him.
So there's 4 bandits and the Berserker. The Berserker is fixated on Dogtooth. Do you want to go after one of the bandits? Or, well, there's 3 bandits now since one of them is joining the cult.
God.
Do you want to go after the Berserker or a bandit?
I'm going to go towards one of the bandits.
Okay. They scatter, diving for cover as you charge in on Amanda. Cool autumn breeze rippling through your barbarian locks.
It's a shame to do this on a nice day. And I take my battle axe and swing at the bandit.
Alrighty.
Is that my melee?
Yeah.
Melee's under agility. My agility's a 10. My melee's a +5. So my target number's
Good Lord.
15. Dude, I dumped everything into his attack. His thinking don't work so good. Okay, Okay, so since my melee is +5, that is my crit range now, 5 and under?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool. And this is target 1?
Yep.
That's a 4 and a 7, so 3 successes.
Nice.
You hit.
Okay.
Is that 2 momentum?
It could be you could spend it on extra damage if you wanted.
Well, damage on my battle axe is 4, but I have much strength.
Much strength?
Yeah, and so I have bonus damage always in my melee attacks of +5. So it'd be 9 damage at this guy.
Well-
so I'm going to go ahead and put both of those momentum in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should not spend on damage.
Okay, thanks. Unless I can hit 2 of the guys. Is that possible?
If you want to spend both of the momentum, I'll let you hit a second one. But you're only rolling damage once. So, yeah, so if you spend the momentum, roll your damage, and you'll do half damage to the second target.
Okay.
Which is the Berserker.
No, it'll be another bandit.
Another
Berserker's moved out away from the bandits.
bandits. All right, here comes 9 dice.
Jesus.
So getting the crap 3s and 4s out of the ways, I got... So in the 1s and 2s, I got 4 damage, essentially, and then I got 2 effects.
Now, do you have any talents that let you reroll damage die?
I totally fucking do, Kyle.
That's what I thought.
So Skull Longcut has a talent called No Mercy.
Sure. As who doesn't?
When making a melee attack, you may re-roll a number of damage dice equal to the total number of melee talents and ranks in those talents you have acquired.
Right, I remember this, which I think basically all your talents are melee talents, aren't they?
I have a rank 3 in melee talent, so I can
Okay.
re-roll 3 dice.
All right.
That's good.
Nice.
It says 3 more damage dice and another effect, so that's a total of 10 damage with 3 effects.
Why don't you just keep those D6 over there?
So, Todd, Austin, if you guys just want to head home,
yeah.
me and Corey can finish this out.
We'll have a fun time.
Just as me and my new multi-level marketing friend are
Yeah,
just
have
good to
fun
go.
with that.
So, what effects are on the battle axe?
Intense and vicious.
Intense. These attacks are designed to inflict massive harm. If an intense attack inflicts 1 or more harms, it inflicts an additional harm.
Wait, for each harm?
Basically, a harm is like a critical injury. If you run out of stress, you take a harm. If you take 4 harms, you die or you're incapacitated, and then I kill you. Essentially, if you are fighting a big bad monster or an NPC and you do like 5 stress damage, over 5 stress, it inflicts a harm, you would inflict 2.
Okay.
Which does not matter for these mook bandits.
Okay.
Vicious, however, each effect just counts as extra damage.
Okay.
So that's what you want to use. You want to use Vicious.
I will use vicious, and can I expend that vicious towards the second guy who's getting half damage, or will it matter?
It won't matter.
Okay.
It'll just increase your total damage total.
Well, will it kill him harder though?
It'll kill him harder, I guess. Sure.
Hate bandits.
I mean, you kill both of them, so you can go ahead and describe what that's like.
I would like to, thank you. So Skull leans down on his ride over and whispers into Amanda's ear, "Get ready for the old whirling dervish, girl." And he slightly, with one hand, loosens a buckle on the saddle.
Oh, good God.
And as he gets to the 2 bandits who are on either side of the horse, Amanda rears up on her hind legs, and Skull uses his beefy barbarian momentum to spin around on the saddle under her undercarriage with the axe in one hand and decapitates both these bandit bastards.
And comes back up atop the horse.
Yeah, and tightens the buckle back for safety. Yeah.
As Amanda's feet land, there's a puff of dust, and then 2 heads bloop, bloop, drop on either side.
And Yorgos just thinks, shit, there goes 2 potential customers.
The Berserker is raging towards Yorgos. He has Reckless Assault, so he can spend up to 3 momentum just for free out of thin air to increase his attacks,
Or I'd be
which he's going to do.
on yours.
Yeah, it'd be Doom. So
Yeah.
now the
Or
flip
Doom.
side is that if he uses that, you guys have that for free against him.
Nice.
Oh.
But that means he's also rolling 4 dice against Yorgos right now. Well, okay, so the 18 and 15, not super great. The 2 and the 7, we will keep those. So he got 3 successes. I'm going to add some extra damage.
Oh, shit.
Fortunately, he's attacking your horse with his poleaxe.
Oh, no.
2 damage.
Nice.
I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s.
Jesus.
A 3 and 2 1s. So your horse is probably fine.
Rob Halford lives.
The one bandit that has either not defected or died raises his crossbow to shoot at Skull. 2 successes. Crossbow bolt comes flying. Okay, that's a little better. So 3 damage to Skull long cut. I'm assuming, though, your armor is probably just going to eat that.
What does parry do in this situation, Kyle?
Are you talking about for your shield?
Yes, I have a tower shield.
So a shield does allow you to parry ranged attacks. Normally you would not be able to. So the way parry works is you just declare that I'm going to try to parry an incoming attack. You roll your parry. Any successes you get essentially reduce their successes.
Okay.
Now, the downside is that to defend yourself, you have to spend doom. You have to give me doom.
Oh.
But it's better than taking damage if you're going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, for you.
Yes, for me.
Yeah.
Or you can just take damage and hope that your armor is resilient.
Yeah, give me that damage.
3 damage.
And we have armor soak.
Correct. So I'll roll the hit location. We'll see where it lands. It would hit you in the right leg for 3 points of damage.
Okay, my Brigadine armor gives me +2 soak in the damage, so that just soaks that damage right up. +2, so I take 1 damage.
Right, yeah. So you'll take 1 damage, and you get gangrene, and it festers.
Really?
And over the coming months, they're forced to amputate the leg.
Yeah, but Amanda sucks it out. She's been trained to do this.
so
That's how it works, right? Like snake bites? Yeah.
Yeah, no, they train horses to do that.
Yeah, why didn't they do that in Nam?
Yes, it's
Why didn't they use the snake bite venom sucking horses?
the famous gangrene sucking Lipizzaner stallions.
Well, in Nam it was malaria they would suck out. Yeah.
Sure, the Clydesdales trained for that.
Yeah. And then they taught them to make beer.
All right, well, that is the last NPC turn. Now it's you guys.
All right, I'll go first again.
There's 1 bandit left and the berserker.
Okay. Helix is going to go for the berserker again.
So you automatically get 3 momentum that you can spend on your attack.
I will do it.
So if you spend it all on d20s, it would just give you 2 extra dice.
So does that mean, like, to add an additional d20 is 1, and then each additional costs, like, 2 and 3 and so on and stuff?
Yeah, like in
Okay.
the other 2d20 games we played.
Gotcha.
All right. So we all get that bonus momentum towards just him, just in this case?
Sort of. So it's not like you put 3 momentum in the pool. Anybody attacking him instantly has 3 momentum in their hand.
Oh, fucking A.
Okay,
Right.
Perfect.
And you can only spend it to attack him.
All right. And I also have a talent of saddle and bow, which gives me the hunter talent as long as you're using a horse and a bow. So I get 1 more d20.
Okay.
Thank you to our new sponsor, Saddle and Bow, located at 101 Broadway, downtown Purdue.
It's a very specific market they're going after.
Yeah, if you have gangrene, swing on by.
Yeah, I don't know how many Scythian horse archers are going to be purveying their business, but
If you're looking for saddles, if you're looking for bows, saddle and bow.
we go down Broadway tomorrow. There's just a bunch of Mongolians with their horses tied up
Where
outside.
is it?
We've been listening to the podcast. We traveled many miles.
You're only allowed to go in after you've spent so long at Barrel and Bond.
Yeah. I lost 3 children to get here.
To the drunken assholes on horseback.
What is joke? Oh, sorry, buddy.
All right. So I'm rolling a total of 6 d20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Target number for ranged weapons is a 16. 16 was the highest number I rolled on all of them.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Does that mean we get 5 momentum?
Well, unless you spend some.
Yeah. So we're going to get 2 momentum, and I'm going to spend the others on extra damage die.
Okay.
My Shemite bow does 3 damage, so I'm going to be rolling a total of 6d6. Only rolled 1 4. I rolled a 1, 3 5s, and a 6. So a total of 5 damage and 4 effects.
What kind of arrows you got over there?
Nice. And what was the effect on those? I know we just talked about it, but
Exploding, apparently.
Yeah.
Piercing. Piercing 1.
okay. So his armor is basically gone.
So the arrows just hit all the straps holding the armor together.
Strip him down from his armor.
Now he's just wearing like a barrel with suspenders on it.
Well, it just falls off like in Mask of Zorro when he cuts the woman's dress apart.
Oh, there you go.
For all those that are ready for that reference.
Thanks.
Love that movie.
So the Berserker is pincushioned with arrows. He takes 5 damage and a harm. He's not happy to be here. I mean, he still is, because he's a Berserker. He's insane. But if he could look back in a retrospective after he inevitably dies at the end of this round. Todd, you ready?
I am.
He looks back berserkerly.
So, what foes do we have left? We have the damaged Berserker. Is there one more bandit left?
There's one more bandit, other than the one that is currently looking through your pamphlets.
Jerry is going to be very successful as a multi-level marketing salesperson.
He's at Yorgi level 1.
Yeah.
As we examine the wagon closer, we see the bandits are hauling Coors Light.
It's just Coors Light they've been putting in.
Right.
So I'm going to focus my quote-unquote attack on the other bandit. Now, let me run this past you. Yorgos has a willpower of 14 and a sorcery of +3.
But no spells yet.
He has no spells, but his willpower, he's very, very persuasive.
Do you want to do like a crazy-eyed James Earl Jones stare?
Yes, at the other bandit, and I want to convince him to turn on and murder the Berserker.
Okay, sure.
Wow.
So it's a willpower of 14 and a sorcery of +3. Look, my friend, take a look at your life and all the decisions you have made that have brought you here, and realize that you are only here because of the Berserker.
You see skull covered in blood and heads falling to the side. Just point at that.
So yeah, you'll do damage as if you'd use Steely Gaze.
Okay, here we go. Target number 17, rolling 2d20s. That is a 16 and a 6.
Nice.
So 2 successes.
Yes.
You could turn one into a momentum. You could do extra damage.
I'm going to do extra damage.
Okay, so
I really want him to attack the Berserker.
So how much damage are you doing right now?
Okay, so Steely Gaze is +2 damage. And from an earlier attack, I have 2 +2 presence bonus damage. So together, that is a +4.
Plus your extra damage die from your other success.
Absolutely. So that is +5. So that is 5d6. So that is 7 damage and 3 effects.
Nice.
So he has no courage.
Oh.
Shocking.
So he joins your Amway cult. And he's going to shoot at the barbarian.
Fantastic.
He's going to shoot at the berserker, excuse me. He rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
And an 8.
That's a crit, right?
Yeah. So, and he would get 3 momentum.
That he would give to us as his new friends.
Well, 3 from...
Start to say that's the way it happens. He gets 3 momentum and he gives it to the guy that hired him.
No, he gets 3 momentum because he's shooting the berserker
It's a pyramid
automatically.
scheme joke.
Yes.
He got 3 successes. He's pouring everything
Got it.
into damage.
Okay.
I got it, Austin.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's good.
I mean, it's good for Austin. We've got to encourage him, guys.
That's fair.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the berserker dies when a crossbow bolt hits him in the back of the head. He turns around and looks, you! The bandit just shrugs.
Well done, Harold.
It's not my name, but okay.
From now on, you are Harold, defeater of the Berserker. Salesman of the week.
So you guys
What's he selling?
Death.
Yes.
You guys have driven off the raiders in the main part of town. They're fleeing into the hills. Harold and Jerry are on your side now.
Yes.
Definitely going to have to review the mental attack rules. None of these guys told me they were actually going to be using those. And of course, the first thing Todd does, I'm going to start proselytizing.
Welcome to Fluff N Crunch.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to their Conan episode.
Skull dismounts Amanda, walks over to the
So disturbing when you use the name.
walks over to the two bandits. I hear you've gotten on his Bitcoin thing or whatever it is. It's a good deal. I've made a lot of money. Made my family happy. I'm glad you fellas are part. And I cut both their throats. I fucking hate bandits.
Thank you.
So yeah, the quiet falls over the village, except for the screams of the dying and the moans of the wounded, crackling of the fire burning out of control in several houses.
Keep it down.
So coming from the ruin of the longhouse, it's an old man stooped over. He's got an arrow or a crossbow bolt in his arm, bleeding. He coughs. Hey guys,
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
it's your old friend Tim, the elder.
Oh, Tim, the elder. You're one of my favorite people in this village. Really.
Hey, Tim, good to see you.
I love that dude.
Hello, Tim.
Yeah, good to see you guys. So they took a lot of people, which is bad because we need the pure blood of Grondar. Not that we're doing any crazy supremacist stuff here, but we
No.
need the pure blood of the Grondarians.
I would never think you would do that, Tim. Who are these fellers? Do you know who they are?
Don't know.
But they ran off with most of the village?
If we had some captives, we could question them.
Yeah, we killed people.
That's okay.
Is
I
there-
would never question your methods.
Is there none of them left alive at all?
Part of the corpse of one of the ones that's skull just dismembered, like slides down the side of a building, lands in a water trough.
What about the ones over by the storehouse?
Well, you could go check there. Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, Amanda, ho!
And you guys charge toward the storehouse.
Helix jumps back on his
I'm
horse.
sorry, bye, Tim.
Bye, guys.
Helix jumps back on his horse, Thimble, and rides off toward the
Thimble?
storehouse.
The hell?
That is Patreon member Isaac Thimble. No, it's... So you guys charge toward the storehouse. There's 5 guys carrying a couch out of it.
Charge!
I mean, you guys can... These are just 5 bandits. Obviously, we know with your combat skills, and by that I mean Skull.
Hey, let me tell you, I dumped everything into Skull being good at combat. He's gonna suck at every fucking thing else for the rest of this campaign.
Yeah, it's like playing D&D then.
Yeah.
So the question isn't, do you defeat them? The question is, do you capture any of them?
Yeah, so I want to try and intimidate them in some way. I want to try to do that thing where Helix like shoots a flurry of arrows at them, but when it lands, it's like just in an outline of them, like all around them,
Nice.
Gotcha.
and say, "Stop, you bandits!"
Okay, so intimidation via archery.
Yeah, I guess is that still ranged weapons?
Yeah, it'd still be ranged weapons. I'm trying to think of the difficulty. I'm thinking difficulty 3, because their first impulse is going to be just to run, and you want to stop them.
Okay.
Can I assist in this?
Yes, you could. What are you doing?
They see us all right up, right?
Oh, yeah, they see you coming.
So as Austin unsheaths his bow and aims it at them, I throw the 2 heads at them.
From the guys you decapitated.
I killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, so that just lands at their feet?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so if he...
Hey, guys.
If Austin gets at least 1 success, he'll get another success from you.
Okay.
Oh, just automatically?
Yeah.
Oh, kick ass.
Cool.
Yeah, you got to
Okay.
get at least 1.
So Austin's just shooting the arrows at the bandits?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing? Okay. Yeah, we need to talk about Helix.
So I have the of saddle and bow talent, so I automatically get a third D20, and I need 3 successes, you said?
3, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend a momentum and roll a 4th. So I'm rolling 4 D20. Target number for ranged weapons is a 16. I rolled a 17, a 10, a 5, and a 12. So 3 successes exactly.
They just drop the couch, all raise their hands, it lands on one guy's foot. Ow! We give up.
Skull kills 4 of them.
It's Conan.
Away from the couch.
Sure,
I
it's
don't
a
want-
nice couch.
Don't want to fuck the couch up.
Yeah.
It's a hide a bit.
Oh, you never want to move those. They're heavy.
That's why it hurt the guy's foot. You'd hear him yell.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we do with them now?
I mean, I could tell you about who hired me and who's behind this whole operation.
Okay, who's that?
Dark
right.
Fallmouth.
Dark Fallmouth?
Dark Fallmouth.
Okay. Thanks.
And kills him.
He's a real bad guy.
Oh, yeah? What's he all about? I don't want to kill you, but I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
What's your name?
my name's Brad.
Hi, Brad.
I'll
Hi.
never ask their name.
I'm Skull Longcut.
Hello, Brad.
I like to know their names for when I kill them. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and scream, Brad, and then it puts me right back to sleep. Killing makes me feel great.
The guy takes one step back.
I won't kill you if you tell us what we need to know.
Okay.
And this guy here, he's a wizard from Greece. He will know if you're lying.
Correct.
So I'm
please be truthful.
Plus, he'll sell you an NFT that ain't worth shit if you don't.
I'm from the north, and Dark Fallmouth, he hired us to raid your village and kidnap a bunch of people, but me and the guys just thought this couch looked really nice, so we were going to take it.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a very nice couch. I don't blame you.
What does he need with all the Grandarians?
He said he was just trying to get sacred blood for some sort of ritual at a bloodstone. He said other stuff, but I wasn't really paying attention on account of it was chicken fried steak day.
Well, that's a good day.
Was it did they use the white gravy or the brown gravy?
Oh, yeah, man. They used the white gravy,
Oh, the
little
white
speckles
gravy.
of pepper in it.
Yes, it's the best.
I don't
Yeah.
like that one.
Our camp cook is really good.
Carrots is what I eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like carrots.
Me and Amanda both like them.
Yeah.
You're an all right guy, Brad.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Would you like to join our cult?
I guess so. Is the alternative death?
Yep.
Then I would like to join.
If you hang out with us long enough, you will die.
That's really an interesting way of selling it, but okay.
Quick
Yeah.
question, Brad. Do you own your home? And if so, would you like to take out a second mortgage?
I don't own a home, sir.
Dude, he's barely got a couch.
Yeah, we were going to take this couch back to our condo.
You never know. Always hustling.
Well,
Well, I guess I don't have roommates now. He looks around at the dead bodies that popped around.
yeah, and rent these days. Whoo, boy.
Yeah,
Hey, will you tell everything you told us to our friend old Tim?
sure.
All right, hey, Tim, this is Brad.
Brad recounts everything to Tim. Tim says to you all, "Hey guys,
Oh, hey, Tim.
that's
Yo,
real
what's
bad. You got to go stop the ritual."
Oh.
Oh, we have to stop the ritual.
Yeah,
But we just got back.
you'll be okay.
Do you know anything about this Dark Fallmouth?
Yeah.
What's up with that fella?
Oh, right. I was supposed to let right. He's sorcerer.
So he sells worthless shit?
No. He's a real sorcerer.
Oh.
And
Sorcerer of Advocare.
yeah. And based on what Brad says, it sounds like he's trying to use a bloodstone, which is a cursed evil thing. So if you guys move fast, you can stop the ritual before it starts, before it ends even.
All
It's
right.
not like time is ticking away. It's not like I'm putting marks on a time tracker.
Let's get on our horses and go stop the ritual.
Yes, let's ride.
I am ready for more blood.
So with the blessing of Tim the Elder and your new friend Brad
I love Tim.
I kill him.
and fresh horses, you ride west, following the war party. And we'll see what happens next week on the adventures of Conan's three weird cousins. Yeah, so far so good. Fighting, very straightforward, which is good for you guys.
Lots of murder.
Lots of fun violence. We'll pick this back up next week.
I want to thank Fluff N Crunch for creating this campaign for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's exciting, and it's already off to a good start.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. The climax is really cool. So
Nice.
Yeah, thank you again, Fluff and Crunch, for doing that for us. We deserve it, even though you don't know us. But please, folks, check out their podcast if you're interested in such things. It's wonderful. They have velvety voices, which honestly they do have good voice. Have you guys ever listened to a podcast, and like especially one that is like a very niche like subject that you're like, oh shit, there's a podcast about this, and then you get on there and it's like,
yeah,
Yes, because I listen to old time radio podcasts in which every host is just the worst fucking thing you can imagine.
it's awful. And these guys have great voices. It's good audio quality and good info all around.
Yeah,
the
audio
trifecta.
audio quality is a big one. There's lots of RPG podcasts, and too many. The audio quality is so bad. I just cannot listen to it.
Some of them sound like they're talking into a rockabilly microphone.
I was traveling earlier in the year before we started playing. I don't remember if it was either Dune or Octoon Cthulhu where I found Fluff N Crunch. And I binged a couple episodes driving. And I cannot do that if the audio quality is bad. So that's one of the nice things about their podcast is it's quite good.
Absolutely.
So we want to thank our Patreon members, a couple of which made an appearance.
Amanda Powell is the horse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that the only one this session?
Yeah,
I think
Thimble
so.
was nobody.
So thank you to our Patreon members. We've got some very fun stuff coming up. I think you're going to like.
Oh, yeah, we totally do. Including the session 0 for this game.
Yeah. Again, I had a lot of fun with that. Thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Yes, Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah. Bourbon, they got other shit. They got wine and beer, but, I mean, bourbon is the focus there. They're educated about it.
Yeah.
They've got one of the better selections you'll find in the United States of America.
And there's a hide-a-bed in the bathroom.
Yeah, they got a new barrel pick from Wilderness Trail. Is that the distillery? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
2 new, actually. There's I think a rye and a wheated bourbon. Yeah.
They quite often get exclusive barrel picks where the owners, Shem and Fish, will travel to the distillery. They'll taste a bunch of bourbon and be like, that's the one we want. And they'll take that barrel, put it in bottles, and sell it exclusively at Barrel and Bond.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you can just go in, they'll have the barrel, you can just cup it in your hand.
Right. And just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're into bourbon, like Herc Orsman's amazing mustache is,
Yes.
you will enjoy Barrel and Bond.
Yeah.
They have couches.
Yeah. Opt for the barrel tasting. I bobbed for apples in it this past Halloween.
Very couch-centric episode.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're comfortable couches.
Couches are great.
It's one of the better furniture.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's it. It's from the original Latin.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
I'm Corey.
That's not it.
I'm sorry.